Hey guys, how you doing? This is MMPR Family 94. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today will be a follow-up to my my season Zord reviews. As you can see on my channel, I done the season 1 review there of the Zords. Now, I hope you enjoyed that wee intro I did of the Thunder Zords coming together and the Tiger Zord. I just thought I would do a special video because that's how they were called on the show. And I recently got all the lightning figures, which you can see in the background here. So I thought I'd make that for you, and I hope you enjoyed that there. So we will get all my transformations. So the plan is I'm going to do the Thunder Megazord first, then do the Tiger Zord, and then do the Tiger Zord and all its modes, and then show you Tor, and then do the Thunder Ultra Sword. So enjoy the video, guys. It should be a lengthy one and a lot of content for you to enjoy. So I'll get stuck in, and I will get these off, and I will put the Thunder Zords in their Zord modes, and I will get stuck in and enjoy the video, guys. And here we have the Thunder Zords all individually. So here we have the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, the Unicorn Thunder Zord, the Lion Thunder Zord, the Griffin Thunder Zord, and the Firebird Thunder Zord. So I'll just show them up closely, and then I will transform the Red Dragon Thunder Zord in its warrior mode. But there's not really a lot to say about them, because they didn't really do a lot on the show. The Power Rangers just called for them to transform, and they went in the Megazord battle straight away. So I will do Red Dragon Thunder Zord on its own whenever I'm doing the warrior mode. So I'll start with the Unicorn. Yeah, I know it doesn't look much like a unicorn, but it's had a special power, and what it was, it fired rocks, and that was it really, I think, plus the head moves like that. Then the Griffin is the same model, just it's got a yellow head, and it moves slightly differently. And it fires a beam from its mouth. And of course it's got the accurate stickers, and it's yellow. I do recommend getting accurate stickers, guys, because it just makes the Megazord look a whole lot better. I was never really a fan of the bolts and stuff that they got on the American stickers. I don't know why America banned. I thought that'd be a good idea. But anyway, I suppose whenever they're trying to sell stuff to kids, they don't care, do they, as long as they're making the money, eh? So there's the Lion, who is actually supposed to be green because it's the Green Ranger Zord in the Die Ranger. That's why there's quite a lot of green stickers on mine, because I got accurate stickers. And I apologise for the glare on the camera, guys. It's just there's quite a lot of chrome in this Megazord, and it's really shining out my camera lens. And then you have the Firebird, which is a lovely Zord. I always loved the flying Zords in Power Rangers. It was always the pink Zord. Until the Shoguns, anyway, sorry. It's not the Shogun, because I keep remembering the Shogun Zord isn't pink. But that's for another story. Right, I will now do the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Here we have the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Now, I really do like this sword, but then again, my favourite was always the Red Ranger, especially Jason. So, you know, I always liked the main. I mean, I don't like as much as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I'll give a close up. Of course, the mouth does move. in the show it would move like that. But because it's only a 90s toy, there's not much movement with it. But you can just use your imagination. And of course it breathes fire. And the breathes fire, yeah. I think it was fighting a pipe monster one time before it transformed into warrior mode. And it's a really nice looking Zord. I always liked it. I always liked it in its dragon mode. But now, to transform it into warrior mode, it's real simple. You remove the tail, and you remove the head, and you just set them there. Now, basically, it's upside down at the minute. So, the wee bit that you put out for the tail, that's what you clip onto for dragon mode. Just keep that in mind. You flip that closed, and then you put the legs straight up, like so. Put the feet up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to twist it that way. So now it's like that. And then you take that bit there, the red bit, and you flip it, and you put it on the back like that. So it's nearly looking like a warrior. Now the arms, you clip them in like that. I'll try and do it without a big chunk of arms getting on the road. They just collapse into each other like that there. There you really have it in warrior mode. And take the tail, and I keep forgetting to do this, so it's very important. There's two wee holes there on the chest, it goes there. Like that there, don't forget that bit, because I don't know how many times I forgot to do that. Then you take the head of the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Notice a Firebird there. You just move that down, and of course it reveals the face of the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Now there's a special way of doing this. Open the mouth, and the mouth has to be open for this to work. And then you put the tail, you put the fire things in the head back, and then you look at that there, and it goes in there like that, simple. There you have Red Dragon Thunder Zord in warrior mode. Now it does have a weapon, is lance. Lance or staff, or whatever you want to call it. Now my arms, due to wear and tear, because I say these are old toys, they can't really stand up well. So if I try and do something like this, it does kind of work. But it doesn't work very long though. And that's the Red Dragon Thunder Zord in warrior mode. Right, I will now move on. I will bring the rest of the Zords in, and I will transform it into the Thunder Megazord. Again, I do apologise for the glare off the lion. There's a wild lot of chrome on it. Right, take the lion and the Firebird away for a wee minute or two. Right, set this over here. Right, you take the unicorn and the griffin. Now I'm only going to show this with one because these two transform exactly the same. So I'll do it with the griffin. So what you do is, there's a wee thing here and you flip it out. Like that, so it looks like that. And then what you'll do is you'll flip the head back so it looks like that. And then you'll take and this is a wee bit stiff on mine. And you do that, and that's that pretty much ready for the Megazord mode. Now this one goes on the left. Now, you take the unicorn, which is transformed exactly the same. And it goes on the right. Looking at it, it's on the right, but from the Zord perspective, that's on the left, that's on the right. So push these aside a minute. So you take the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, take away the staff, that'll come into play a wee bit later. And you move the arms up like this. So the top bit looks like that. then you take the legs and you twist them, and you put the feet down. So it's now ready for Megazord mode. So what you do is you take the unicorn and you take the griffin, and there's a big hole there, as you can see, and put the red dragon and thunder Zord in. I would generally just put it into here, click. Put it into here, click, and that's the bottom part of the Megazord done. I like this Megazord because it's challenging and it's not the easiest one to transform, but you get a lot of play value with it because it is a good one to transform. As in the Ninja Megazord, for example, as you can see in the background there, is really easy to transform, but the Thunder Megazord is a bit more complicated. But I enjoy that there, you know. Right, what's next? So next you take the Firebird and you take the tail off. It comes into play a wee bit later. I'll just sit there for the meantime. Right, and there's two wee clips there, you see. And where it goes is there's two wee tabs on the back of the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, and they clip into there. Now you move the arms up like that because they'll just get in your way. Right, that's that clipped on. Now there's these wee peg things on the side of the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, and a wee clip thing in the back of the Firebird. That'll clip into that and that'll hold that in place. Like so, but you need to be careful because it can be very awkward doing this. Just make sure they're clipped in. Now, you take the Thunder Sword and the sheath, and there's a wee bit on the top of it, and it will go there. Now you have to do this, it has to be done in this order, otherwise it won't be done right. You have to start with the feet, put the Firebird on, and then do the Lion Thunder Zord. That's the only way you can do this Megazord. Right, put the arms down now. Then it's not in the road of the sword and sheath. Right, and take the lion, which is here. Right, so you take the helmet off, which is in the back of the lion. Put it there a minute. What you'll do is you'll take off the feet of the Firebird, which will become the arms of the Megazord, which I'll do that after. So this now becomes the chest of the Megazord. There's two wee clips here, and you bring them out like that there, and it goes here. Now be careful doing this, it just should slot right in until you hear that wee clicking noise. Right, so then you'll take the legs, the feet of the lion, which will now become the arms of the Thunder Megazord. You flip that out, like so. And there you have one arm and two arms. Right, so you put this one on, which is the right arm. And then that one goes on like this. Like that, we're nearly done. We're nearly done with the Thunder Megazord. Take the head. Wow, the Lion Thunder Zord is really groovy. And you just, there's two wee tabs there on the side, you see them? And then just, there's two wee bits on the top of the lion, and you just cut that into, you hear a noise. Just so you can see what I'm doing. I think that's it now. There we go. And now we have the Thunder Megazord. Now I really do like this Megazord. I'll just give you a close up. Again, I'm really sorry about the glare from the light bulb, but there's so much chrome in this thing. Right. Now one more thing before I move on to the Tiger Zord. The Thunder Megazord does have an additional weapon. As this was never shown in the American show, this was shown in Die Ranger. But if you take the Firebird's tail, the staff becomes a weapon, and it does go in his arm, but I'm not going to show it because it can be awkward. So that's the Thunder Megazord. Now before we move on to the Tiger Zord, I will show you its sword. Now make sure it comes with the sheath. It's a pretty good sword. It is a wee bit longer, but I had to cut mine off and turn it into a bit of a point because I got this second hand. When I got this, the tail was chewed. chewed the bit, so I had to cut a bit off and then put a pointer on it. So it just basically goes in there, and then you just move the arm up. Like that. So it's ready to attack. Right, we'll move on to the Tiger Zord now. Right, so here we have the Tiger Zord. So when Tommy lost his powers as the Green Ranger, Zordon had chosen him and they created a new Ranger, the White Ranger. So his Zord was the Tiger Zord. And it's a nice sword. It does have lights and sounds. One button is the a mode for Megazord, and one is the Tiger noise. Now I'll probably get this wrong, as I always do. Right. There we are, got it right. That's pretty good. Now to transform the Tiger Zord, before I transform it, I will give you a close up of it. That's a brilliant sword, it's lovely. Of course, the one I had before this, the white, had yellowed on me, but then I found another one on eBay, and look how white that is. Of course, make sure it comes with a tail, which later on becomes the saber, and make sure it has all the red orbs. There's 6 in total, 4 on the arms, and 2 on the legs, and they're important because this guy's just not the same without it. Right, so to transform this body, what you do is you take a tail out from the back and you set that there until you need it. Right, so I'll do it from this point, right? So you pull this bit out like so, and then they'll clip like that. Now these and what that does is that creates the feet. So you can now stand the Tiger Zord up, and you simply straighten the arms up, and you simply take the body of the Tiger Zord and you do that. And that's it, nearly transformed, and then you just lift this, you twist it, and then in there you'll see the head, and you just pull that out, and now you have a Tiger Zord. Like so. And then what you can do, you can bring in the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, and the two can fight side by side, and they look decent. Now, the thing I don't like is that the Red Dragon Thunder Zord in Warrior Mode does look slightly smaller in scale to the Tiger Zord, but that's simply because they made the Tiger Zord to sort of scale well with the Thunder Megazord. But they still look well together. Of course, you have the Tiger Zord's weapon, which if you're getting the Tiger Zord, I can't frustrate enough, make sure you get this. And then just... and there you go, that's the Tiger Zord and the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Right, I will now do the Mega Tiger Zord, which is a lovely piece. So as you can see now, I have included the rest of the Thunder Zords. Now the Tiger Zord does have a Megazord mode, and it's called the Mega Tiger Zord. So I will do the top of it first, and then I will do the bottom. The bottom is pretty much the same as the Thunder Megazord. It works exactly the same, and these two bodies transform exactly the same. So take the Tiger Zord sword away and straighten them up, and what you do is it's on camera, you push the feet out so they do that, and then put the legs back as if you were forming it into Tiger mode. And what you do is now is you'll take the arms and push it out, and that'll bring these two bits out like so. And then that means now you can put the arms so they go side by side, and you cut these out like that, and that's it, nearly half ready. And I know I said I'd do the top bit first, but I'm going to have to do the bottom bit first because it's going to be where to stand. My apologies for that. So you transform these two the same way you did as the so. Then you take the Tiger Zord and they just slot in like that, as easy as anything. It's really not that hard. Actually, I think the Thunder Megazord is more complicated. Right. I'll do the Firebird for last because it's the weapon. So you take the lion, you take the helmet off, it doesn't come into play. And you just unclip it like you do if you're transforming the Thunder Megazord. You keep these like they are, and there's a wee hole there where the arms would go in for Megazord mode. And these wee things here, they would clip up here like this. Guys, I have to apologise for my sniffing. I think I'm getting a cold here. Then you do this the same as the Megazord mode, but it goes in the back. And it's just lift up a wee bit, and it just clips in here as easy as you like. Then you flip the head round, and this bit moves off. And be careful doing this because the whole thing can come off. And there you have the Mega Tiger Zord. Now I will show the weapon in a wee minute, but I'll show you a close up. It is a lovely. I think Dragon Zord in fighting mode is a lot nicer, and it's a lot nicer to be honest. Now to do the weapon is you take the Firebird. Now I'll explain about the feet. You don't get the feet with the Thunder Megazord. You get it as an additional accessory with the, what do you call it? You get it with the Tiger Sword as an accessory because you need it to form the weapon for the Tiger Sword. So you just fold the wings like you were making the Thunder Megazord, and be careful, the legs will go off. So it looks like that. So there's two wee clips there on the tail. And you have to be so careful with this because I had so many issues doing this. And you put the fist out like that, and it just clips onto the fist. Let's see if I get this in the first go. My proper review of this on my channel, I done it first go. And I think I've just done it first go again. Yep, I have. Yo! Right. And then you just show it in side view. And that's pretty much the weapon. And what it would do is it would fire it. And the Phoenix would turn into, I just call it a Phoenix because it looks like a Phoenix. The Firebird would turn into this Firebird and just fly through the monster and blow it to pieces. So that is the Tiger Zord, Mega Tiger Zord. Right, I'll now move on to the big bugger himself, Tor. I mean, Tor is massive. Like, he's not Paramount massive, but he's still massive. And here we have the big bugger himself, Tor. Now, the first time I got Tor, I could not believe the size of Tor. Crazy. Tor has two modes. This is his animal mode, and he has his warrior mode. And it does have wings, so it does move. Of course, I am missing a few bits of Tor. There's supposed to be metal things for the guns. I'm missing those, and I'm missing his headpiece, but I'm not paying a lot of money just to get one wee bit. So I'm happy enough with Tor. So before I go to do the Thunder Ultra Sword, I will show Tor in his warrior mode. So, symbol, you just lift him up. And I'm actually surprised that that fits the camera. Wow. Right, you move the feet down like that so it now has nice whip and nice stand. You take the head, you push this down, and then you take the guns. And they now become cannons. And this arm's very loose on mine. And then it would just... Oh shit, I forgot the head. So there you have the head, I'll just give you a close up of the head. Big bugger. Right. Now what you can do in warrior mode is you can put the Thunder Megas, you can put the Red Dragon Thunder Sword and the Tiger Sword in here, not at the same time. But I'm just going to show you the Thunder Sword out. So put the arms down, and it's more than likely this will blooming fall on me. Just I store stuff in this. You remember my Dino Megazord video? Look what I found. Told you it was somewhere and I couldn't be looking for it. Right, you take the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, which is here, and you take the staff out of his hand. Put that in there. And simple as it just fits in there. And you just close the doors. And it would protect the Zord and it would fire the blasters. Now the Tiger Zord does go in there, but I'm not going to show it. Because I've got the Tiger Zord and Tiger mode for the Ultra Zord. So now you've seen Tor in his warrior mode. I will now proceed on doing the Thunder Ultra Zord. Right, so you put Tor in his animal mode. And what you do is you open his chest. Pull his head out and you open his chest. Come on. Like so, and then you take the Tiger Zord in his Tiger mode, and what you'll do is you'll take the orbs out. You take the orbs out, and then you will put the arms down as flat as you can. And I have issues doing this, so I'll probably do this the first go. So, right, you have to put the feet up, otherwise it'll not go in right. I just had to work about with it there. So it should go in now. And there we go. There's the Tiger Zord. It's not too difficult, but just work about with it, you know. And then you close up the Tiger Zord. Or sorry, Tiger Zord. And you close up Tor's shell. Now, really, you can do this without the. Really, you can do this without the Tiger Zord in it because you don't really tell it's there. But you put it in for the Ultra Zord, it has to be shown. So then what you do next is you get a tray with the assault team. See, originally, when Bandai sold the Thunder Megazord, they sold the assault team separately, and they sold the Red Dragon Thunder Zord separately, which I'll never know why they did. And then later on, they released the whole Megazord. And you got a tray. Now, I didn't show the Zords on the tray because it's for Ultra Zords. So there's wee grooves on the top of Tor, and the wheels of the tray go into it, like so. Where is it? There we go. And now the tray won't move. And then simple as you put the Thunder Zords on it. Guys, I'm so sorry, mine was tripping me. And that is pretty much the Thunder Ultra Zord. And oh my goodness me, that is actually cutting out in the top. Hold on, I'll lift my tripod up. I'll lift my tripod up just so you can see it. Because it's really, really tall. Right, and what you do is, you take the staff and you put it in the hand of the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, and I will lift the tripod again to show you this. I'll just do it here, and then you basically clip it in the hands, and it becomes like a helicopter rotation blade thing. And I'll just lift the tripod so you can see it. That is the Thunder Ultra Sword, and what would happen is it would lift up. It would lift up and it would crush the monster to bits, or also it would also have like a gun mode where it would be like up there and the cannons would just fire, but they only ever used it once. Now, before I conclude my video, I'm going to add a wee bonus. So I will get rid of all these and I'll include a wee bonus. This toy was released for the Season 3 line, but it's a Season 2 sword, and I think you guys know which sword I'm talking about. Now, how can I do a Season 2 sword video and not include Serpentera? Of course, as you know, it's Lord Zed's personal sword, who I've included in the video just to show off. His throne and my lightning collection Lord Zed. Just to sit here while I love Serpentera, great big Zord. I'm just going to show you up close, show you the way it would move, and then show you in his warrior mode. Right, say bye bye Lord Zed. Serpentera. Made some absolutely mental, and it would move similar to the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. Huge. I mean, like, it's actually taller than it's actually taller than Pyramidus, would you believe? So I like having it like that there because it is a dragon, but you can't have it on his feet. You can't have it standing. Like so. There's something not right. Oh, that's what. There we go. You have it standing like that there. And the tail does rotate, but that's just for the transformation mode. Like so. Here. Right, so to put Serpentera in his warrior mode is you put the feet straight back and you turn the tail like this. Like so, and then the tail, you straighten out the feet and put them straight up like that there. So now this is a tall thing. Then you put the arms, you fold the claws in, put the arms straight down, and you pull this out, and you pull this out, and you put the arms up like that. This is very simple. Then you put the head forward. Like so, and there you have Serpentera in his warrior mode. Now he's flipping tall. I think he's actually taller than Pyramidus. Now instead of moving the tripod this time, I'll just give you a close up. Like so, he's huge. So I just thought that adding Serpentera to that would be very good. Of course, Serpentera's attack would be, it would destroy planets, it would have a big massive energy beam that come out of his mouth. Now, in Japan, in Die Ranger, Serpentera was a neutral dragon god, and it would come out and start destroying things because of the upset balance between the Die Rangers and the Goma tribe. And they actually had to make a truce because this body here kept coming out and wrecking everything. So that was just a wee bit of trivia for something here in Die Ranger. Right, I will now put the Thunder Megazord and Tiger Sword in the shot. So I'll now give conclusion to this video. As you can see now, I've got the Megazord and Tiger Sword and Serpentera in the video. I put Thor away. He's up there in the shelf beside Pyramidus. So the conclusion is, these Season 2 Zords definitely get a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't like them as much as the I don't like them as much as the Zords, but the Zords have a wee special place in my heart for them. But 10 out of 10, I definitely recommend getting them. My favourite out of a lot of them is the Thunder Megazord, just because there's so much you can do with it. It's complicated to transform, which I like. There's a lot more simple Megazords out there, but I do like it. The Tiger Zord's good, Serpentera is fantastic. Although it is a Season 3 Zord toy line, but it's a Season 2 Zord. That's why I'm including it in this video. And so, again guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, make a comment, let me know what you think. And I will get Season 3 Zord video to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you around. I really appreciate you watching and giving me support, because I love doing this YouTube stuff. It's such a hobby for me, and I appreciate your continued support. So thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.